guys, it's Miss Julia here for today's enrichment video. Today we will be learning how to make a jellyfish in a bottle. It's super cool, so like, see the jellyfish? What? So cool. Okay, so let's go over some basic materials that we will need. The first thing we're gonna need is a plastic bottle. It can be any kind of bottle. It can be like an old orange juice jug, a water bottle, a soda bottle, any kind of plastic bottle really works, as long as it's kind of clear and you can see through it. And yeah, and then make sure you just kind of rinse it out, make sure it's clean. So that's the first thing we'll need is a plastic bottle. Next, we will need some scissors and food coloring. I chose blue food coloring, though you can choose whatever color you would like. If your bottle is already kind of tinted like mine is, you might not even need food coloring. And then you're gonna need some thread or string. You could probably even use a rubber band. A cup, like a normal drinking cup. We're just gonna use it to pour water in a plastic bag. And we'll need either a measuring cup of any size or a water bottle with this kind of lid on it. We're just gonna kind of pour a little bit of water into a plastic bag, and these will help us to keep it small and mess-free, which is what we want. And then lastly, we'll need a plastic bag, like a plastic grocery bag. It can be any color or size, it doesn't really matter. Whatever you have on hand. So those are the materials we'll need for our enrichment. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I will be doing, and I'm not gonna show it on video because it's totally optional. I'm just gonna remove the label from this bottle, and you kind of just peel it off. If you're having a hard time peeling it off, just what I would do is soak it in some warm water with maybe a little bit of soap, and maybe for like 10 minutes, and then you'll be able to kind of tear your label off. I personally don't really like the sticky residue that it leaves, and if you feel that way too, make sure you ask a parent or adult in your house that if you can use some kind of olive oil or coconut oil, whatever cooking oil you have, and put about like this much on a paper towel, and then just kind of wipe the surface, the sticky surface of your water bottle with it, and it should come right off. And then rinse it when you're done, and you should have a clean looking water bottle or whatever kind of bottle you're using. And once again, you don't have to remove the label. I'm gonna be removing my label, but either way works totally fine. And if you have any questions about this, because I'm not putting it on video, just reach out to Mr. Alex or Miss Hannah or myself, and we will get you sorted out. All right. So what we wanna do first is smooth the bag out on our table. We wanna take our plastic bag and kind of smooth it out. One of the sides of my bags had a label on it, so I just kind of put that side down towards the table, and I used the side without a label on it. If your bag has a label on both sides, that's totally fine. But if it doesn't, then you might want to use the side without a label. It also doesn't really matter. I drew a line on my bags to make a box to show kind of where we're going to be cutting. So we're gonna cut one side of the bag, so I'm putting my hand inside the bag to show you. We're just gonna be cutting this side of the bag, and we're gonna cut below the handles and kind of along the side of the bag here and along the bottom here, and then back up, just to get this little square from our bag. So I'm gonna start cutting. You can definitely, if you want, take a marker and draw a line to help guide you, though you don't have to. Just know we're gonna be cutting off the handles and cutting along the side of the bag and the bottom, so we get a square or a rectangle. Yeah, so I'm just gonna cut one side of the bag. You can cut two. I think cutting one side might be easier for me, so I'm just gonna do that. You might find it a little difficult to cut your bag with your scissors. I had to change scissors. Now that I've gotten it started, I've kind of held the corner just to kind of create some tension to make it tighter so it's not just loosey-goosey all over the place. And I'm just cutting along the side of the bag here. I'm not exactly following my line, and that's okay. I just know that I'm cutting the side of the bag so it'll look like this when you get halfway done. And then I'm just gonna keep on cutting. Awesome. Now I have a square or a rectangle, and it's not a perfect shape, and that's totally fine. Yours definitely does not have to be a perfect shape either. Okay, so now that we have our square, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our cup and our measuring cup. I already filled my measuring cup up with water just because I'm not by a sink, but if you are by a sink, you can definitely do this in the sink, just in case we have like some water spillage or anything. Once again, I'm using a measuring cup of water, but if you have like a water bottle with this kind of top, you can also use that. And yeah, any size measuring cup also will work. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna take our cup, our empty cup, and our plastic, and we're gonna kind of put it on top of our cup. We wanna make sure that it's kind of center. So like there's a middle and there's equal sides, so we're not like too far to one side. We kind of wanna make sure that we're equal. It doesn't have to be exact, just sort of. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of poke my finger. I'm gonna grab the rim very loosely, and I'm gonna kind of poke my finger in so that some plastic bag goes inside of the cup, not a whole lot, because what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fill this little gap with water and then tie a string around it to create the top of the jellyfish. So once I have kind of that, you can kind of see like I have just a little bit in there. Then I'm gonna grab the rim, I'm gonna grab the paper bag around my cup, and I'm just gonna take my measuring cup or my water bottle and pour a little bit of water in the top. And once again, you don't need a whole lot. I'm just gonna kind of leave it at this much water in there. You can see that, yeah. So it's not a whole lot. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my string and I'm gonna cut a piece off. It doesn't have to be a long piece. I'll probably do, can you see that? I'll probably do about this long. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my string down, and I'm gonna kind of lift the edges of the paper bag, or of the plastic bag, and kind of bunch them together at the top so that I have water sitting at the bottom. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pinch right above the water, and I'm gonna twist the plastic bag here, and then I'm gonna tie a string around it. So I've wrapped it tightly. We wanna make sure it's tight so that water won't come out the bottom. And I'm holding it, I pinched it. Now I'm gonna take my string, and I can kind of use the table as leverage here, but I'm just gonna take my string and I'm gonna center it like I'm about to tie a knot around it. And I'm just gonna wrap one end around my jellyfish, around where I pinched it. And I'm gonna wrap it a couple times so that it's nice and secure. And then I'm gonna take the other end that I did not wrap already. I'm gonna wrap that around the pinched side as well. And then I'm just gonna tie it in a knot. So at this point, it's not really gonna leak. We've wrapped it pretty tightly, so I can kind of let go of that. And then I'm gonna just tie it in a double knot like you would Like when you first start tying your shoes, you tie it in that little knot. So I'm just gonna tie it in a knot here. And then I'm just gonna tie it a couple more times to make sure it's secure and that it's not going anywhere. Perfect. And now what you can do is you can kind of take your scissors and you can cut off those loose ends. So I have some loose ends here. I have some like long ends. And I'm just gonna cut them a little shorter. You don't have to like cut them all the way to the bag, but just a little shorter so they're not floating around. So now we have the head of our jellyfish, and we're just gonna kind of separate the bottom part of the jellyfish where the bag is loose. And here's the kind of fun part. We are going to start cutting the tentacles of the jellyfish. So the part that's like stringy underneath the top of it, it's like to get that kind of flowing effect. We're gonna just start kind of cutting those. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm just gonna cut in towards the center. You don't wanna cut all the way to the center. Like you don't wanna cut into where you tied, but you just wanna kind of cut pretty close to there, just so we get some string. So I've cut it here, and now I'm just gonna cut it kind of, so let me show you. So here's where I cut it first, and then I'm gonna cut it again, like right about here, so we have like a nice little strand. So I'm gonna cut it right kind of close to where I cut it before, but so we have a nice strand. It can be a thick strand or a thin strand, whatever you're feeling for your jellyfish. A little pointer is to hold the top of the bag where you're cutting, because then it will kind of make it tighter and easier to cut through. I'm gonna cut this one a little more. And then we have a little strand like this, which is so cool. And then we're just gonna keep doing that all the way around the bag. So now that we've done one, we only have to cut, like, we're just gonna keep cutting down our little strands. And this part might be a little frustrating, so feel free to kind of take a break from it. You can always come back later. Now I have two little jellyfish tentacles here, which is so cool. But feel free to take a break from it, come back later. If you're getting frustrated, that's totally fine. You can always pause the video and come back to it. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna keep cutting my strands while you keep cutting your strands, and we'll come back together when we're done cutting the strands. And we'll come back together. I'm gonna keep cutting my strands and you're gonna keep cutting your strands. And then we'll come back together when all of our strands kind of have been completed. So as I've been cutting, I've kind of had like a few that have kind of fallen off. That's totally fine. It gives it more of a look, and it's still gonna look great. So don't worry if that's happening to you. We're all good. Just keep cutting away. So as you're kind of getting closer to the end, your kind of jellyfish strands might be getting all up into the ones you're trying to cut. So what you're gonna do is, what I've done at least, you can do it however works for you. I've kind of just pushed them to the side so that I don't accidentally cut them. And then I kind of straighten this piece out so I know what hasn't been cut yet. But once again, if you have a better system that you've thought of, then that is totally cool. It's whatever works for you while we're doing this. But we're almost there. Yay! Now we have our jellyfish. Woohoo! Okay, so now that we have our jellyfish, we're just gonna take that water bottle, the big water bottle that we have. Mine is a water bottle, yours could have been like an orange juice jug or whatever. And we're just gonna fill it with water. I've already filled mine with water, so take a second to fill yours with water. And we're also gonna want our food coloring. So feel free to pause the video, get your food coloring, get your water bottle filled up, and then come on back. But for those of you that are ready, here we go. So we're gonna just take the cap off the water bottle and we're gonna put our blue food coloring in. Now my bottle is tinted blue, so I probably won't use as much food coloring, but you're really only gonna need a couple drops. So I just put in like 3 drops of food coloring-ish, and then it looks really cool. You can kind of see the water coming down. Yeah. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put the cap on it here and screw it nice and tight, and I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a shake so the food coloring can kind of get into the bottle and spread out. Or you can watch your food coloring go down, that's cool too. And then I'm gonna take the cap off, and here's our exciting last step. We're gonna put the jellyfish in the bottle. Now mine, I have a really small bottle top, so what you wanna do is just very carefully, kind of with your fingers, like I'm doing here, is push pieces of it down. You definitely don't wanna like try and shove the whole thing in at the same time, because you might pop the water bubble thing. So I'm just gonna kind of slowly kind of work my jellyfish in there. Some water might come out of the top of yours, like the head of the jellyfish, that's okay. We just gotta fit it in there. And then I'm just gonna shove the rest of that in there too. And then I'm gonna secure the cap on here. And I'm gonna make it nice and tight because we're gonna shake it up again and we can watch our jellyfish kind of float. You can also, at this point, you can put some more water up to the top of your water bottle just so that it's like all the way full. But then we have a cool jellyfish to kind of look at, and we see it swim. How cool is that? And that's our video on how to make a water bottle jellyfish. It's pretty cool. I will say so myself. Hope you enjoyed it.